Hi, I'm Marisa Legleiter, and I'm going to show you the game that I created. I created a ball toss game, and in order to make this, you're going to need a couple of items. You're going to need some cardboard. I just used a cardboard for cake mix that I made a couple days ago. You're going to need 2 different colors of yarn. I had this downstairs in my basement in a tote that I purchased from a garage sale several years ago for like 50 cents, and I think it came with like 20 different colors of yarn, so I had this downstairs. And then you're going to need a empty milk jug. You're going to need to have one that has the handle on the side so that you can hold on to it. You're also going to need some scissors and a marker or some tool to make a mark on your deal. And also, I used some painter's tape. You can use masking tape, whatever you have. We had painter's tape in the garage, so that's what I used. The first thing that I created was my yarn ball, and in order to create my yarn ball, I simply took my scissors and cut a rectangular shape out of my cake box mix from the other day. And here is the shape. Here's what I have cut out. And then in order to make your yarn ball, you're simply going to need your 2 colors of yarn, and I think I have blue and brown. So I'm going to put my yarn, I'm going to put it on the one side of my rectangle, it doesn't really matter, and kind of hold on to it. I'm going to put both of them down there like that. And then all you're going to do next is just wrap the yarn around the middle of your cardboard. Now, depending on how fluffy or not you want your ball is how much yarn that you're going to use. So it just depends. If you want a fluffy ball, then use a lot of yarn. If you don't want a fluffy ball, then just use a smaller amount of yarn. So I'm just going to wrap for just a little bit longer until I feel like I have enough yarn on my cardboard. And then when you feel like you have enough, just take your scissors and cut the yarn from where it's connected to the spool, and then you're going to just very carefully slide the yarn off of your cardboard, trying to keep the shape of what you had on your cardboard. And then you're going to take, I used a thinner yarn to tie it around, but you're going to just take a smaller piece of yarn and you're going to tie it around the middle of what you pulled off of your cardboard. And then I would recommend double tying it so that it stays more secure. Pull it tight on the first time and then double tie it. And then I actually cut the ends off, the extra ends that were hanging from where I tied it, just so I wouldn't have to see it hanging there. Okay, and so then it looks like this. And then just take your scissors and slip them in the loop and cut. Just like that. And then you're going to do the other side. And then you can kind of pull it apart a little bit. Oops, I missed some. And you have a yarn ball. Oh, I missed some more over here. Danger. And you have a soft, fluffy yarn ball that is not going to break anything in your house or at the school. And so it's one of the reasons why I like this. And then next, in order to create your container that you're going to hold to catch your ball with, what I did was I took a permanent marker and I just drew a line around the side, keeping my handle intact. And then with my scissors, I cut it. And it was easier than you might think. And then I just took some painter's tape that we had in the garage, and I wrapped it around the edges because some of them were kind of sharp, and so I wrapped them around the edges. I would recommend this game for 3rd and up because they can manageably wrap their yarn around their cardboard, tie it in the middle, cut the curly cues off, and they can do the milk jug. My third grader did this with me after he saw me doing one, and he wanted to create it himself. So he did that. There are different games that you could play with this. You could use it as a catch, you know, a ball to catch, or you could put this down on the ground and try and throw your ball into it, and there's lots of different games that you could play. So here's the ball catch that we're going to do. I'm going to try and demonstrate it really quick for you. And you'll see me, but not my son. So, Aiden. Come here. So we're going to play. Here's my yarn ball that I created when I was trying to figure this out. Here's my milk jug that I cut that I'm going to catch it in, and I'm going to put my ball in my milk jug, and I'm just going to kind of throw it up and catch it in his milk jug. Just like that, and he'll throw it back to me. Oh! We were doing really good at this before the camera went on. So we'll try one more time. Yay! So one more time, see if he can catch it. Oh! Try again. One more time, ready? Woo! And so that was my demonstration for my toy that I made. All of these materials I had at my house that I had gotten from garage sales or from my recycle bin in the garage. And it was really easy. It didn't take very long to do, and the upper elementary students would be able to do it really easily. Thanks. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a good rest of the weekend.